God doesn't want to give you like Adam and Eve wanted. Isn't it amazing that God's children have not yet learned that the original sin was the sin of not wanting relationship with God? Eat this one, you will not need God. You will not need God if you can just eat this fruit. Once you eat it, you'll be like him. You can take off on your own, set up your own business. Till today, me and you are still looking for things to be so clear that we can say, God, bye. See you in 2 weeks. You have shown me now. This is my husband. This is my job. This is where I'll live. This is my house. This is all the money I need. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Why will you need to talk to him, please? He has given you everything. Open your own account, giving you the ATM card. You know the PIN number. 100 million in the account. Please, what will you be talking to God for? Please. Be honest. Things are hard now with you. You don't talk to him enough. It's when you're settled. Say, settle me, oh God. Why? Is he dead? Don't you know people settle people when they are going to die? You want to kill God, eh? The seraphim are watching you. You want to kill God. I hope you know that prodigal son didn't have good thoughts. Why do you want your inheritance now? Oh man, I don't wait. You don't want that. Give him out. Adam and Eve asked for their inheritance before time. They demanded freedom when they were to be under the yoke. His yoke was still easy then. His burden was still light. Is it not once in a while, Adam, I come around and we talk? We have a relationship. Adam, am I bad to you? I came the other day, you told me this is what I call this animal and this is what I call. We walked around. You may have said, I harvested the palm fruit here today. I don't know how we used to harvest. Palm fruit fall, maybe. And they'll fall. Tum, 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 tum. Or he'll jump and pull it down and say anti-puncture capacity. I don't know what he used to do. All I know is that he was to tend the garden. And he did it effectively. And God loved it. And when God would come in the cool of the day, he would communicate with him. And it was a beautiful relationship till it was broken. The next person that continued was in the time of Enoch. And Enoch walked with God again. Someone began to walk with God again. God wanted people to walk with, to have a relationship with. This guy wanted to eat his wife first. Wanted to walk away. Why do I need to look up every day? Why do I need daily bread? I don't want daily bread. I want decade-long bread. Give me every decade. Just give me enough so I can be on my way. You know all this prayer every day talking to you, having issues that I have to. Why? Free me. Why do you want to be free? You're not a son. Joel chapter 3 tells you that if you want to be like a jewel, and he will save you like a man saves his son who serves him. You're meant to serve God. We were meant to serve first. Why? He that has not been faithful in another man's, who will give him his own? So, Jesus, even he was a son, learned obedience through the things he suffered, the things he endured, the things he underwent. He learned obedience. Who else was a son in the Bible? Luke chapter 1, Matthew 1. And Dash was the father of Dash, and Dash was the father of Dash, and Dash was the father of Dash. And Dash was the son of Adam, and Adam was the son of God. Have you read that before? Adam did not want to suffer. I'm combining him with Eve. They were one flesh. So the Bible tells you that Jesus, even though he too was a son, he learned obedience through the things he suffered. You don't like suffering? Neither do I. But I've come to embrace it. Paul said, I rejoice in my infirmities, my limitations. You know, servants are limited. You know, masters typically are not. If they think of something, even though it will fail, and everyone advises them, this thing won't work, and they really believe it, I hope you know they control the purse strings and will release the funds towards it. Yes? And when it fails, there's nothing you can do about it. You know you can't look at him and shout at him or slap him. You know you can't sack him. He's master. But if you do any such thing. Your job is on the line. Is this true? We are called to serve after you have served faithfully. If any man serves me, John 12, he who serves me, my Father will honor, and he will be with me where I am. Where is he? At the time he had not died yet, but where is he? Where was he? He even said it while he was still alive. The Son of Man who is in heaven. He will be with the Father. I need to read John 17 to see the full thing. You will be on the throne with him, ruling with him. But first, you must serve him. Service is a benefit of sons in training, and it will result in times when you do not like what is happening. You will many times not like what is happening. You will often find yourself doing things you object to. But what are you meant to do? Humble yourself under the mighty hand of God. You know the challenge? The average person does not see that the circumstances they find themselves under is the hand of God. Why again? False doctrine. Everything is the devil. Everything is Satan. Any pain is evil. Do you know how many people are being disqualified from sonship because of the prevalent teaching that all trouble is of the devil? So you find people bucking, pushing back, resisting authorities God has put over their heads all over the place, from the presidency down. You reject the ruler like Nebuchadnezzar God has given you. You reject the governor. You reject everything, down to your parents, to your pastor. We reject your lecturer. You reject your husband, your mother, your father, even your older sibling. Everything. What's the comfort that enables us to do that? Who gave them the right? Have you considered that God did not make you the first child because of that? Stand up and sweep this floor. Why are you lying down there? Please leave me alone. You have not considered that the reason you are not the first child, that God saw how lazy you would be and knew that the house would become a pigsty. That's why you were number 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Put someone over this person, apart from the parents, in case of when the parents are not around. I need this child to learn obedience. Haven't considered that you don't read your books if your lecturer did not sometimes make crazy demands. Haven't considered that you'd have no time for God if your pastor did not keep you and teach you God's word longer than you would wish. All those things people often rebel against because they tell themselves this is not God's will. Who gave them the right? You haven't considered that God can change that situation like that. You haven't considered that God can make that your older sibling, if it's them purposing your life, that He can make them travel, have admission, get married, something. Is it hard? He can remove them. Sometimes He's keeping them for you. Keep this one here. This fellow has not let obedience. This person has not yet suffered, has not yielded. Till you come to the place where you can suffer and accept the suffering. Do you remember when I talked about the Romans at the beginning? Till you can endure suffering without complaining and murmuring. All these matters are in the scripture. Do all things without murmuring and complaining, knowing that it is from God that you will receive the recompense of reward. Do you know that's what the Bible says? The just recompense. You receive your reward from God. Do you know what happens when you endure things and you murmur and complain? You're cancelling out the reward, because you have not received it as though it is from the Lord. Do all things as unto the Lord and not as unto men. This is in your Bible. Your boss gives you an assignment to carry out and gives you another one. And you take pride in talking about how you said, no, you people will not kill me. He says, I can't do it. Sorry for you. Because if you will stop focusing on how it is not fair and looking for people to tell you, look at it now, is it fair? I told you long ago in this house that God doesn't do that your fair thing the way you think. because you have no idea of what is fair. For it to be fair, it means it should be equal, right? That means you know all the things stacked up on one side and you know all the things stacked up on the other side. Yes? The question is, do you know all the background information and reasoning and decision behind it? Do you know? God is saying this is not fair. No, God is saying that you are like this, crooked, all disbalanced and bent to one side. And he knows that if he puts 2 coins on the scale on this side, you will not even move. So he brings a mallet as the big hammer and puts on this side. And you go, and then you complain. You look at it, is it fair? Can you see how hard he hit me? Because you were not slightly misadjusted, you were massively so. Are you understanding what I'm saying? What you need to be balanced, fair, for it to be fair in God's eyes, is not a slight adjustment. It is a mega adjustment. And God takes a hammer. He's not trying. The thing he's looking for, I'm switching the illustration. The jewel in you that needs to be brought to the surface is not just below the surface. It doesn't need a small tap, 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 light tapping like we are doing excavation. If they've checked and that thing is 20 feet under the ground, they are not going to. Do you know anything about archaeology? A time comes they use a brush, like a painter's brush, to brush away the soil, because the thing is 1 millimeter below the earth now. You can't bring a hammer, bam, you destroy the artifact that you're trying to find, that you have recognized is there. The time is there. Oh, we've used some form of imaging and discovered that it's about 20 feet below. What would they use? They'll blast it if it's a rock. If it's earth, they'll use an earth mover, bulldozer, and move massive amounts. They'll drive you over it. Many times though, so they won't even crush it behind. They'll use, big pickaxes, hit, and pearls, and scoop out the sand. That's why you see them use pearls, because they don't want to crush things. But once they are getting near to it, now they are walking very carefully. They are using small instruments to move sand, earth, because they don't want to destroy the precious artifact under the soil. When God comes to life and the thing he needs to bring out is covered by layers of rock, he might drop a dynamite on you. Boom! And you shout, it's not fair. What is fair? God doesn't do fair. God does right. He looks at it and says, is it right? He does what is right. You're busy quarreling about him not being fair. He does what is right. Who are you? You don't know the meaning of fair. You don't know what is fair. He knows. You are thinking in your mind, I'm only slightly maladjusted. Slightly. I'm not too bad. He's looking at you and saying, what? On a scale of 10, you are 8/10 bad. They are trying to bring you to 5. I'm dropping an atomic bomb on you. And you're feeling, why are you going through this? I've just told you.